Meet FIU student and Vice Mayor of Hallandale Beach, Sabrina Javellana. Sabrina is an international relations major who dedicates her time to serving disadvantaged groups and giving back to her community. Despite all of her efforts, people are always left wondering how she manages to find the time to balance being both an FIU student and a vice mayor.
I do all my city work here. If I want to do my school stuff, I stay late at BBC. Wherever you can, just like students do, wherever you can find a quiet, good place to study. Finding friends to do it with is really helpful because it gets, it's really isolating sometimes to be in office and be a student at the same time because my colleagues aren't experiencing the same thing. They're in their 40s, they're in their 60s, so they're twice and 3 times my age. There was a Thursday evening where we had our first budget hearing, which is extremely important. That's where you talk to the public about what you're going to be funding for the next year, how much everything's going to cost, the taxes. And immediately after I got out of class, I had to rush over here, take an Uber, change my shoes, put on my jewelry, my lipstick, and just burst in the drawer and walk up to the stand, sit down, and be ready to immediately start. Definitely keep my backpack full, and I keep it here in my office. So just sometimes I come straight from school, here's all my school stuff. And I keep my sneakers back here. I try to keep it hidden, when I have people meet in my office.
Spending less than a year in office, Sabrina has acquired many achievements. Hallandale Beach residents feel like she is both inclusive and understanding.
Viewpoint on a lot of different topics, including the environmental issues that I work with every day. So I'm very happy to have a young vice mayor here in the city, and I'm so excited that she made Florida history in becoming the youngest vice mayor, especially that she's a woman of color too. It's really, really cool. She really isn't afraid to kind of tell it how it is or how it can be perceived by people who are in disadvantaged groups. She's an advocate, and I've not been at the city for just been a year, but from the amount of time in the commission meetings that I've seen, she's a huge advocate for underserved portions of our society and other aspects of our society, including the environment as well. So I'm happy that she's caring about the people who need the most care.
Being a lifelong resident of Hallandale Beach gave Sabrina an advantage in understanding of the residents that live there.
I was born and raised here in Hallandale. My family came here, my dad from the Philippines and my mom from Illinois. And they chose Hallandale as a place where they wanted to make their home. So I spent my entire life, 21 years so far, 22 later this month, here in the city. I went to elementary school here. I graduated high school from Hallandale High School. I decided to stay here in South Florida because I wanted to be closer to my family. I started working on a political campaign that I wanted to see through to the end of November. And not my own, this was back in 2016. And I also felt like Florida, Broward, Miami-Dade counties are the areas that I know best and where I'll be able to, do my studies and make the most impact after I graduate.
Sabrina is still not sure on what she wants to do in the future, but she hopes to take it day by day.
People always ask people in office, what's next? Do you want to run for state senate? Do you want to run for governor one day, Congress, county commission? But my goal is really to just focus on the work I'm doing in the city. I just started, it hasn't even been 1 year that I've been in office for a 4-year term, so really it's too early to think about the future, and I'm still finishing my degree. I still have a few more semesters left, so focusing on what I want to do for grad school and the city for the next 3 years is really what I'm thinking about now.